Hello and welcome all my dear third standard students. How have you been? My dear third standard students, welcome once again in the science lecture. I hope that this routine of science lecture is going well at your end, and I hope that at your end you are doing all the activities and all the writing theory part whichever is needed to keep your work complete. My dear little champs, now you know that the previous lecture of the science, in which we were just solving the objectives of chapter number 13, the sun, moon and stars, in which we had solved true or false and question C, which was multiple choice questions. I hope that these two questions are solved in your books as well. And as I always say in all the lectures, that if you do not have textbook, that does not mean that you will not write the answers. Answers should be written in your rough notebook from the lectures. See, we can even send you the PDF file. But what is the use of sending you the answers through these lectures? The benefit of writing the answers from these video lectures is that the main benefit is you read the question, you listen to the question, you understand it and then you write it. So by the time you read it second time for the exam, you will be able to remember 70% of the answers immediately, because you have once already revised and have understood the question. Many of you might be facing difficulties in reading and remembering the answers. Sometimes it happens that you get confused between 2 to 3 answers. You know the reason why it happens? Today I will give you one trick. See, it will never ever happen if you apply this trick. Yes, I am not beating the bushes. You can try it by your own. Already 50% of the students have tried and they have already applied this. So let me tell you what is the trick. See, in the lecture always I repeat the question at least 2 times and I try to recall whatever you have understood, related topics to the question. Why am I doing it? It is because once you understand the question and then if you just write the answer, try to recall the concept, you already have the answer in your mind, because that concept is totally explained in detail to you in the lectures. So once if you understand that concept, you don't have to mug up the answers, you don't have to by heart the answers. The answer is already there in your mind. So this is the reason why I explain you the question. Once if you understand the question and if you remember the topic, you will be able to answer. There is no need to read again and again and remember the answer. That technique is just what you do just for getting the marks. So don't go for that technique. Go for understanding the question and remembering the answer by the topics. This will be easier for you. Now, what are we going to do today? Today also we are going to solve the textual exercises, which again contains the objective part. Yes, subjective part we will do later on, or I am going to send you the PDF file for the subjective part. So, dear students, please make sure when you are watching the lecture, you even tell your friends to watch the lectures so that they can keep their books, their notes complete. It's different thing that you first try it on your own. Many students are doing such activities also. Before I send you the lectures, what do? They try to solve it, and which I really appreciate. So, in which way can you utilize this lecture? If you have solved, you can verify the answers. In any way, if your answer is wrong, anyways you are getting the explanation for the question and for the answer. Even in true or false, I don't miss out to give you the explanation. Isn't it so? So please make sure you utilize it in the way I am sending it to you, and also in the given few seconds after each question, you try to apply your mind in the question and try to find it out. I know I only give you 5 to 6 seconds, but that is how you will be able to test your mind and the topics you have learnt. So let's get started with the objective part. First of all, few instructions are there here. Please keep the note of each answer properly from the lecture, because few answers might not be given in the PDF file. Write date on each page when you send the photo to the teachers, to the follow-up teachers. When you send the photo, they even keep the note on which date have you sent which work. Read and understand questions when displayed. This is what just now I explained you, that don't only go for the answers. You pick up the pencil to write the answer once if you have understood the question. Yes, that is another thing, that I explain you the question and that I give you time to guess the correct answer. At that time you can write the answer, and doesn't matter if your answer is wrong, you can just strike it out and you can write the answer on the new line. Correct? But if you will try, only will you come to know that whether your answer is right, whether the way you are applying your mind is right or not. Otherwise you will have to change your way. So I hope that these instructions are clear in your mind. So let us get started. Those who are having textbook, they can open page number 134. And the students who are not having textbook, they know what they have to do. They have to write the answers after reading and understanding the question from the screen in their rough notebook with the proper date, answer number, question heading. Everything should be properly given. So I hope that you all are ready now. Now I am going to display the textbook. So students, at first we started from here. Fill in the blanks, which we solved in the previous lecture. And fill in the blanks always seems to be very easy if you have understood the chapter, because always options are provided to you. Then we solved true or false, then MCQ, and yesterday lastly we solved MCQ number 8. So I hope that all these questions, question number 1, ABC, you have solved it in your books also. And I hope that you have started writing this in the Fairbook as well. Now, today we are going to solve match the following first, for which you also have to write the question and the answer. That means you don't have to make the column. What you will do is, you have to write this question and directly you have to put equals to sign and write the answer on the right hand side. So no need to make these two columns and then match it. Instead you can just write the question equals to answer when we solve it. Now I am reading the left hand side column A. Smallest planet, largest planet, lightest planet, constellation, astronomer. By looking at column A, you can easily understand that whether this match the column is easy or not. Now all these terms, if you understand it by reading, that means you have very well understood the chapter. Column B side, option A Saturn, option B Orion, option C Aryabhata, option D Mercury, option E Jupiter. Now this match the following is very easy. You have to just match the term on the left hand side with the noun on the right hand side, with the names on the right hand side. So let's get started. Now those who are writing in the rough book, please give the heading question D, match the following. I hope that the previous lectures work where you have finished, you will start from the same page, so that you have the continuous note of everything. You don't have to turn the pages while you write in the Fairbook. and those who are solving it in the textbook itself, they don't have to worry about anything because they have already the questions printed on the pages. So I hope you all are ready with the pencils in your hand. Let us solve the match the following questions first. Number 1, smallest planet. So which of these is the smallest planet of our solar system? First of all, let us filter which are the planets. Saturn is the planet, Mercury is the planet, Jupiter is the planet. So obviously you have to ignore the options which are not related to the planet, which is Orion and Aryabhata. Now you have to look into these three options, that which is the smallest planet of our Milky Way. Is it a Saturn, Mercury or Jupiter? Try to solve it. Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Did you get the answer? Let me match the correct answer with it. I am going to zoom in the picture so that you can see the match the column clearly. Smallest planet, Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet of our Milky Way, which is even the first planet to the near the sun. So second comes Venus and third is our planet Earth. So I hope you remember that Mercury is the first planet and it is the smallest planet. I hope that in the given time you guessed the answer and it was correct. Number 2, largest planet. Now comes the largest planet. Many of you might be shouting for the answers. Many of you have even already written the answers because you know what is the correct answer, right? Now again I don't have to tell you that you have to filter the planet. Now only 2 planets are remaining, Saturn and Jupiter. Rest of them are not the planets and Mercury is already booked. So Saturn and Jupiter, which is the largest planet? Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Which is the largest planet? Jupiter. Yes, Jupiter is the largest planet and Mercury is the smallest. Both are just above and below each other respectively. Right? So now you know smallest and the largest planet. You already might be knowing if you have watched the explanation lecture. And I bet that whatever you have watched and heard in the explanation lecture, you will never forget it. Now question 3 is the lightest planet. Do I have to give you the hint? No, but still I will give you the time. Your time starts now. Which is the lightest planet? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Which is the lightest planet? Obviously Saturn. See, first of all, at first I told you that only 3 planets names are given, out of which 2 we already have solved. Now if the question of the planet arises, obviously the last planet left in this options was Saturn. Moreover, even we studied that Saturn is the lightest planet if there is the bathtub of the size of Saturn. If we fill it with the water and we keep the Saturn in the bathtub, Saturn would easily float on the water. It will not drown. So that is what we have learnt and that is what we have understood. Now the remaining 2 questions. Constellation. Orion or Aryabhata, which is constellation? Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So which is the constellation? Aryabhata? No. Orion, the hunter, which is known as the hunter. It is the constellation, the group of the stars forming specific pattern or design in the sky. Now only the last option remaining is astronomer. So Aryabhatta is an Indian astronomer, or I should say was an Indian astronomer, very well known astronomer of ancient India. Many of his theories are also proven to be right, which he discovered before 1500 or more than that years back. Now moving on to the next question. I hope that you have written the answers for match the column. Now moving on to give one word answer, which is main question 2. Please give the heading main question 2. Sub question A, give one word. Please give the heading those who are writing in the rough book. I hope you all are ready to write the answers. Let's get started. Give one word for the following. Number 1. The fixed path in which a planet moves around the sun. So what actually do we call to the path on which the planet moves continuously on the same track around the sun? Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you giving me the answers? Yes, I know those who are already familiar with this word, they are answering me. So the correct answer is orbit. I hope that you have written the same answer and the spelling as well, because when you get the 1 mark for one word answer, which comes in the question like give one word, fill in the blanks. So here you are getting the marks for only writing one word. There you have to be very careful for the spellings, because if the spellings are incorrect, that means the answer is also not correct. Meaning of the word changes. Okay. Number 2, an object that moves around a planet. What is that object called which moves around the planet? Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So what is an object called which moves around the planet? Answer is satellite. So even please check your spelling. It's SATELLITE, satellite. Moon is our satellite, right? Why? Moon moves around the planet Earth. Correct? So it is a satellite. Number 3, huge holes on the surface of the moon. So picture for this was also given. I already gave you the hint. So think about the answer. Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Stop thinking. Did you get the answer? So let me write the correct answer here. So it is craters. CRATERS, craters. Check your answers, please. It is craters. Number 4, the instrument used to look at the moon and the stars in night sky. So what is that instrument called with the help of which you can see the surface of the moon, stars and the other planets very clearly in the night sky? Think about it. Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, what is the answer? Yes, here 90% of the students might have solved these questions already. So answer is telescope, right? If you remember, you were getting confused between microscope and telescope. Many people still get confused. Even your sir was getting confused when sir was in 3rd and 4th standard. So no worries, it's just that you will have to practice it again and again. It is telescope. Number 5, patterns or the shape of stars in the night sky. Okay, this again is very easy to think about. Anyways, this I am giving you in the homework, as I always do. Try to find it out. We have done thrice this type of questions and this answer. So try to think and send me the answer. Moving on to the last question for the day, which is give 2 examples of the following. So the terms and the words written here you have to understand, and you have to give 2 examples for the terms or the words written here. Again, please give the heading question B. Give 2 examples. I hope you are giving proper heading whenever instructed. Now let us start solving this. Number 1, planets. That means you have to write any 2 planets out of 8 planets. Now I cannot give you the hint more than this. Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. What is the answer? You can write any 2 name of the planets. First of all, obviously I am going to write our Earth. Then you can select any remaining 7 names. I will write the biggest, the largest planet, Jupiter. Now you cannot write Pluto, except that you can write anything, and even not a sun. Sun is a star. So these 2 I have written. You can write any 2 name: Mercury, Mars, Venus, Uranus. You can write any 2. Okay, number 2, faces of the moon. Again, the photo and the diagram is given for this. Your time starts now. Try to think about the answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So let me write very easy 2 answers. One is half moon. Another answer I have selected for this is full moon. Half moon and full moon. Now you can write crescent, you can write new moon, anything you can write of your choice. Not necessarily you have to write these examples only. I hope that you have written at least the answers. If you have written the answers on your own also, you can send me the photos. I'll be very happy. You have to just send me the note that, sir, these answers I have tried on my own. Please check it. So I will check on the same day. I will send you. I will revert you. Okay. Number 3, constellations. You know that the group of the stars which forms the pattern or the design is called constellation. Try to think about the answer, any 2 name of the constellation. Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So first we will write Orion, which we have read several times by now from the time when we started the chapter. And then another is Great Bear or Great Bear. Great Bear. So these 2 I have written, Orion and Great Bear. Number 4, astronomers of ancient India. So you have to write the name of any 2 Indian astronomer of ancient time. Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So what is the name? First I will write Aryabhatta. Aryabhatta is the first name I am going to select here. Who was the second name mentioned here? Who was that person? Kepler? No, he is not an Indian. Then Galileo, again no, he is not an Indian. Yes, one is Bhaskara. You can even write Varaha Mihira. It is not necessary to write these two names only. And the last one, non-Indian astronomers. Now, just now when we were discussing these two, I already spoke the names. Try to recall and write it down. Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Some smart students have already written the name. So the first name is Galileo. First name is Galileo. This is what I even spoke when I was discussing number 4. I even spoke one more name. Which was that? The name was Kepler. Right? This was the name Kepler. When I was discussing number 4, I even spoke this name. The full name is Johannes Kepler. Now we have solved all the textual objectives by today. So I hope that you will complete these objectives in your fair notebook, and please make sure if you have doubt in any answers, if you have missed out any answers, you watch the video lectures in the sequence again. That means previous lecture, previous to previous lecture, when we started solving objective, so that as many times you will watch, you will be able to remember the objectives. You don't have to learn it. Just by watching and listening to me in the videos, you will be able to remember the answers. With this, I end my today's lecture. Thank you. Have a nice day.